in their sound. But today, this is what they have already put in the minds of their kids. Because they know that if you touch me, I'm going to call 911. Right? So the Shaykh Hafidhahullah, and he mentioned, and this is alhamdulillah a proof, barakallah fikum, another proof that it is time, barakallah fikum, to pack. As Shaykh Fawzaan mentioned, that for those living in the West, the Muslims living in the West, that they should prepare. They should prepare to get out the West. Firaran an dinihim, running for their deen. And as we mentioned, that our leaving here is more important than our coming here. The reason why we came here is way less important than the reason why we should be leaving out of here. Because we're leaving out here to do what? To safeguard our religion. To safeguard our religion. And you all remember, barakallah fikum, when you used to mess up in school and the teacher will really give you a good whooping. You will never come home and say it. Because you fear that your mother or your father will whoop you more. Or somebody on the street will see you do something wrong. Man, they will whoop your, they will discipline you. They don't got to take it home. They don't got to know your parents. But I'm out today in the masjid that your kid will do something. Somebody, just tell them, hey, you can't do that. And you see the father or the mother, hey, don't, ain't nobody talk to my son. Or nobody talk to my kids. You know what I mean? So all of this, barakallah fikum, is giving to the kid like this feeling of, I can get away with certain things. So he say that بأن تتكبر عليها. He said that it is that the daughter will be arrogant about and in towards her mother. وتعقها, and she will be violating the rights of the parents. She will have حقوق الوالدين. She will violate the rights of the parents. وتعصيها, and she will disobey her openly. Disobey the mother. Now your mother tell you go wash the dishes. Well, man, now today some of the kids go wash the dishes. No, you don't tell them that. Or go vacuum. No, you the one that got to do it. And that's why, alhamdulillah, it's always good that we train our kids like this. If you go to the masjid, you see an adult doing anything, jump, rush, go ask them, let me help you. Do you need some help? So, but right now it's sad that, alhamdulillah, when you see certain things, that you will find those who are of older age to be doing it. And the youth, they are relaxing like this. It's like, ain't nothing happening. It's not, alhamdulillah, the Salafi will not do it like this. And will not raise our children like that neither. So he mentioned, barakallahu fikum, the second meaning of it was that there will be a lot of rights that will be given to the kids. Many rights that will be given to the kids at the latter time. And he said that meaning to the point whereas the daughter, she will be arrogant towards her mother. And she will violate the rights of the mother. And she will not be, barakallahu fikum, having no obedience to the mother. Athaniya, the second meaning of this. He say, Antara ma'adhira. Yes, this was the two meaning that he mentioned. And why I say only two? Because here he say ma'nayayni. And ma'nayayni mean two. But I mentioned, barakallahu fikum, more than two because of when you come to the explanation of Shaykh Muhammad ibn Ibrahim al-Shaykh rahimahullah rahmatan wasi'ah, he mentioned, I'm going to read it bi'idhnillah. He mentioned, أن تلد الأمة ربتها. He say, سيدها, meaning that the mother, the slave mother, will give birth to her master. He say, فالأمة إذا ولدت فإن مولودها الذكر أو الأنثى هو سيد كمالك الأمة. كمالك الأمة. He say, if the slave woman give birth to whether a boy or a girl, طيب, he say that child or that baby will be her master كمالك الأمة, as the owner of that slave is a master. then that baby will be also a master. Meaning, taba'an lil ab, following the father. He say, فَإِذًا, so therefore, al-ama, he say now, so therefore the slave woman, هذه التي ولدت هذا الولد. So therefore this slave woman is the one that gave birth to this boy. أصبحت مسودة. So now this woman, she will be like drafted now. She will be drafted. Meaning that now she is in the ownership of her own son or daughter. He say, فهو سيد على أمه. أو نعم. So she will be, or he will be a master to her, to his mother. والبنت سيدة على أمها. And the daughter will be a master for her mother. He say, أن الأب سيد. Why? Because of the father was a master. Why? Because the father himself was a master. So therefore the son or the daughter, they will be both a master to their mother that is a slave. So the Shaykh rahimahullah, Shaykh Muhammad ibn Ibrahim al-Shaykh, he mentioned, he say lidha, so this is why he say tu'taq ummul walad ba'da mawt as-sayyid. And this is a point of fiqh that is important. He say this is why tu'taq, meaning it will be free, ummu walad, the mother of the child, ba'da mawt as-sayyid, after the death of the owner. After the death of the owner, the mother, the slave mother of the child will be what? Will be freed. After the death of the father, meaning the owner, the mother will be freed. After the death of the owner, meaning the father, the mother that is a slave will be now freed. This is only after the death of the father. And the Shafidahullah, he mentioned an important point. He said, "Wala yu'taq," and she is not to be free bi mujarradati al wilada. It is not that she will be free just because she has a baby with the master. Right? Not just because she has a baby with the master that she will be free. No. She will only be free after the death of the master, because they have a baby, a child. So if now there was a slave that did not have a baby with the master, but they were concubine with the master, then after the master died, she is not to be free. But rather she will be drafted now. She will go back to the mirath, to those things that will be divided to the children, to the kids, right? But if she has a baby from the master, after the death of the master, she will be free. This is the only time she will be free, not because that she gave birth to barakallahu fikum the master. I mean she gave birth for the master. Not because she gave birth for the master, but rather barakallah, she will be only free if after the death of the master and she has a child with the master. So this is an important point to alhamdulillah understand. He say the second point now he's explaining here the word antalida al-amatu rabbataha. He say qala al-ulama. He said that the ulama have mentioned, and he say وَهَذَا كِنَايَةٌ وَإِخْبَارٌ عَنْ كَثِيرًا, of many الرقيقة. He say حَيْثُ يُكْثِرُ هَذِهِ أو هَذَا. He say that this is a metaphor. طيب, this is a kinaya, this is a metaphor, or this is a khabar. This is the information that is given. Whether it is a metaphor, طيب, meaning something to indicate something else, or it is a khabar, the messenger is completely telling us because of how many slaves it will be for the later time. He said to the point, حيث يكثر هذا, to the point that there will be many slaves. He said, وإلا, if not, فإنه موجود في عهد الإسلام الأول, because indeed that there were many slaves at the very first portion of al-Islam, at the very beginning stage of al-Islam. وموجود فيها قبله أيضا, and also that there were many slaves before Islam. There were many slaves before Islam. There were many slaves before Islam, and there were also slaves and servants, slaves at the time of al-Islam. And here there's a nuqta that is to be clarified. That here the slaves in Islam, it is not the same as the cultural slavery. The cultural slavery. If you go to certain cultures and the like, that they will have some people in it that because of their job title, they are viewed as slaves. Mathalan, for instance, I'm going to speak what I know of, that you have those who work with the iron, right? The blacksmith, right? The blacksmith, for instance, they're seen as what? As slaves. Those who do the ude, I don't know how you call it. Those who do the, huh? Those who do the barakallah fikum, the it's not like really tailors. It's like when they mostly work with leather. They mostly work with leather. They do shoes, huh? Right. How you call it? They huh? Well, I mean, I don't know how the term is, but I couldn't understand the concept. That those who work with leather, imma they be fixing shoes, or they be fixing belt, or they be doing the talisman. They will be sewing the talisman and the like, putting when the soothsayer finished with the charm, right? They will be the one that will be barakallah fikum, putting it on a piece of leather, right? And then they will sew it. And there are many other things that people do, or those who, and they will be only when you have a event and stuff like this, they will come to your event and they will start chanting your ancestor line on how brave they are and the like. So these are in many society where you have people, because of their job status, they are viewed as slaves. But in Islam, barakallahu fikum, slaves is only by way of these two. Number one, that's one. If the person was born into it, tayyib. If the person was born into it, but you're going to take the other one out, right? The first one we mentioned, you're going to take that out. You understand? Right. So let's say the person was born, from a woman that is a slave. So, but the asl of having a slave in Islam is what? Throughout jihad. Throughout jihad. But not like the ISIS or the Boko Haram. La. As you find in Nigeria, they went and took all these girls and make them their slaves. Right? They take all these girls and make them their slaves. Right? And this is not barakallah fikum permissible. So whether the individual he was born from a slave mother, or after that there was jihad, and those who were captured in jihad. Now, al-amatu rabbataha.
Okay, the point is here, what I need a clarification is that this amata, al-amata, is it going straight to connected to Allah, or is because
a slave, jam.
Jam is okay. Can you say can you place that al-amata just a woman, free woman,